खुद से जंग हार के जाएगा तू किधर। तुझको लाना पड़ेगा लड़ने का जिगर। होंगे सच सपने बस थोड़ा और कर सबर। तुझे भी जीतना है सुन ले तू लूजर।
Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel Uracademy tutorial. My name is Umar Paul and I have done post graduation in history and B.Ed, and I have 4 years of experience of teaching in history subject. Today we are going to discuss about a simple concept about what is history and how history is made. So in this channel we are going to take complete course of history subject from ancient to medieval then modern history. So we will cover all the topics. Please stay with us. If you like this video, please subscribe our channel because we need your support to grow our channel on YouTube and also to make new videos for you. Firstly, what is history? History is simply the inquiry about the past. History word has been derived from the Greek word historia, which means inquiry. So simply history is the story, or we can say inquiry of the past. Whatever happens in the past is a history. But you have to understand that everything happens in the past is not history. Something like you you born and you did some work in your school, then you go to college and different, that's not history. History is what impacts our lives, impact our daily lives, like a world war which led to the destruction of the both economy and death of the large number of the people around the world and impacted the whole human humans in the world. So history is all about, it is that past, it's not a simple past, it's that past which affects our daily lives, which affects our future. That's why we historians record this past in order to make people aware about what happened into the past. And history history says don't repeat these mistakes whatever happens in the past. Okay, now another thing is how history is made. History is made of two things, one is fact and another is interpretation. History is made of two things, facts and interpretation. Firstly, we will understand what is fact. Fact is simply anything, something that is true or something that has occurred or proven to be a correct. So fact is simply a, a true or truth. For example, Ashoka fought Kalinga war. We everybody know that Ashoka was the king of the Maurya dynasty and he fought the Kalinga war. It is a fact. Another fact is that British rule led to the destruction of Indian economy. It's also in fact British rule led to the destruction of Indian economy. So simply these are two facts. So now we will understand. So these two facts, these are simple factors. Now we will understand what is interpretation. The interpretation is the explanation of the facts. It is simply the explanation of the fact, interpretation according to your own understanding of facts. Ashoka fought, for example, fought Kalinga war is the fact, but why he fought the Kalinga war it is interpretation. Interpretation is the simply the understanding of an event by the historians. How he explains an event, like uh, for example, Ashoka fought a Kalinga war is a fact. What comes, what now is historians have made argue on this why he fought the war. Firstly, he want to control the trade routes with the Southeastern Asia. So it was one interpretation. Historians say maybe he want to control the trade route from South Asia. It is the interpretation of the fact that Ashoka fought Kalinga. Some say it was a threat to his authority because Kalinga was at that time considered as the most powerful state of Southeast Asia. That's why Ashoka want showed his supremacy at that time. So historians gave two explanation of one fact, Kalinga war. Simply Ashoka fought Kalinga war, but historian gives explanation. That's why history is made of two things. One is fact, another is interpretation. Fact is simply a truth, maybe a truth, but interpretation is the explanation of this truth. Interpretation says that why this happened, why not this happened, why this happened, because of that. Another is example of fact is British historians argue that Indian under British rule Indian economy grew. Britishers believe that under their rule Indian economy grew. So it is an argument of the British historians. We know the fact is that under British rule Indian economy got totally ruined by the British rule. They have exploited the Indian people and destroyed their industries, small industries. Second fact of industry, second example of the interpretation is according to Indian nationalist leader like Dadabhai Naoroji, British rule led to the drain of wealth in India. So we have to understand that two one fact is that British rule led to the destruction of the Indian economy. Another it is explanation is that Britishers said no, it under British rule Indian economy grew, but Indian nationalists have totally argued that under the British rule drain of wealth take place. It was Dadabhai Naoroji who wrote a book which was known as, its name is British Poverty and British Rule in India. So in this book he mentions that British led to the drain of wealth from India. So there are two interpretation of one fact. One is we know about that Ashoka war, Ashoka fought Kalinga war. Then their historian gives two explanation of that why this happened, because he want to show his supremacy. Some says that he want to control trade routes. Another is British. Another fact is British under British rule Indian economy got destroyed, and Britishers have argued that its interpretation of the fact that it does not destroy the Indian economy, but it grew under their British rule. But Indian nationalists argued that no, British led to the drain of wealth from India, and some historians believe that Indians British sunk the lifeblood of Indians. So we have to understand that these history is made of two things. One is fact, another is interpretation. Fact is simply a truth, a true or something awkward which has been proven correct, but these facts were checked by the historians, and by their check they have given their own definition and understanding of the facts, why this happened, why this not happened, and they have explained this fact and given. So without fact there will be no history, and without interpretation there will be no history. Without interpretation history will be nothing. So cause is another thing which is also important in history. It is said by the historian that if there is no cause in history, it will be history will be like one barbarian succeed in another barbarian. So that's why we have today understanding about the basic concepts of history, what is history, and how history is made, and how history interpretation led to the making of history. So thanks for watching this video. If you like this video, please subscribe our channel Your Academy Tutorials. Thank you.